In the quiet early hours of April 26, 1986, a catastrophic explosion ripped through Reactor 4 at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in northern Ukraine. What began as a safety test quickly spiraled into the worst nuclear disaster the world has ever seen. Within seconds, the core was exposed, and radioactive particles were launched high into the sky, carried by the wind across Europe. More than 350,000 people were forced to evacuate, leaving behind homes, belongings, and memories. The once bustling city of Pripyat, just 3 kilometers from the plant, was abandoned almost instantly. Today, it remains eerily frozen in time, empty schools, decaying amusement parks, and silent apartment blocks swallowed by creeping vines and silence. Yet the most dangerous part of Chernobyl isn't the ruins. It's what you can't see. Radiation, silent, invisible, and unforgiving, lingers in the soil, water, and air. Cesium-137, strontium-90, and other radioactive isotopes still pulse through the land, some with half-lives of decades, others of thousands of years. Even today, many parts of the exclusion zone remain highly contaminated. One step into the wrong area could expose a person to deadly radiation levels within minutes. At the heart of this zone lies the Red Forest, named for the rust-colored trees that absorbed so much radiation they died within hours. It remains one of the most toxic locations on Earth. Though wildlife has returned, wolves, wild boars, birds, the long-term effects of exposure remain uncertain. Life here is persistent, but it is not safe. Structures within the zone are unstable. Buildings teeter on the edge of collapse, weakened by decades of neglect. Rusting machinery, shattered glass, and rotting floors make even careful exploration dangerous. Many areas are still off-limits due to contamination, yet that hasn't stopped adventurers, tourists, and thrill-seekers from trying to enter illegally. These stalkers risk not only legal consequences but severe, irreversible health damage. Even decades later, the Chernobyl disaster continues to unfold. Radioactive materials buried beneath the new safe confinement, a massive steel dome covering the remains of Reactor 4, still require constant monitoring. Any failure in containment systems could release radioactive dust again, repeating history's mistake. Beyond physical decay, the psychological weight of the zone is immense. Entire towns were erased, communities scattered, and generations affected by the trauma. The long-term health impact is still being measured. Thyroid cancers, birth defects, and immune disorders are part of Chernobyl's grim legacy. Despite the silence, Chernobyl is far from dead. It is active. It is dangerous. And it is alive with unseen threats. Before leaving the zone, visitors must pass through radiation detectors. Clothing, shoes, even camera equipment must be checked for contamination. A single radioactive particle can hitchhike out of the zone and pose a risk far beyond defenses. This place is not simply abandoned, it is quarantined by nature and time. Chernobyl remains a monument to human error and a lesson in humility. It reminds us that technology, unchecked and misunderstood, can leave behind damage that outlives us all. If you're intrigued by places where nature, danger, and history collide, don't forget to subscribe for more gripping explorations of the world's most perilous locations. In the next episode, we venture into the frozen nightmare at the top of the world, where oxygen fades, temperatures drop, and even the strongest climbers fall, Mount Everest's death zone. Stay aware. Stay curious.